Now, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video, and please welcome back once again to my channel. We are here yet again with another political episode. I know that it's been long since I posted a video here on this channel, but for those who have been following me very closely, I remember earlier on, I had already issued an update that I was going to take a short break for a while, then I will resume. So during that short period of time, a lot has happened. A lot of political activities have taken place, including Raila Odinga's mass action that he is set to conduct twice a week, each and every Monday and Thursday. He had already did one on the previous Monday, 20th of March 2023, which I don't want to dwell on it so much simply because it's already the past. But since I'm unable to do a critical analysis on what really transpired, kindly allow me just to mention a few things concerning that event before we go into our analysis for today. So I happened to follow that event very closely, and in my personal consideration, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga failed completely to achieve his political objectives. First of all, Raila Odinga failed himself completely. Raila Odinga failed his Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters, and also thirdly, Raila Odinga failed this country, Kenya, and he put this country into a complete mess. In my personal consideration, ladies and gentlemen, I expected Raila Odinga to conduct the mass action to State House and various state lodges here in Kenya, and to officially kick out President William Ruto from office and take over as the President of the Republic of Kenya, just as he had said it earlier on concerning while he was planning that mass action. But we saw what really transpired. Raila Odinga failed to go to the State House. He failed to deliver a letter to William Samoei Ruto concerning his demands, and Raila Odinga had to go to his own State House in Eastleigh to conduct his mass actions there. So that is how he failed. Secondly, Raila Odinga failed his Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters in that Raila Odinga had said that mapema ndio best, meaning he would turn up very early in the morning and to lead the mass action. But we saw what really happened. The Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters in Kisumu and various parts here in Kenya, in Nairobi, including in Kibra, they turned up in huge numbers. They did a lot of chaos before Raila Odinga turning up at exactly 2 p.m. later on in the afternoon. So a lot transpired, ladies and gentlemen, during that event, and Raila Odinga failed to achieve his political objective that he wanted to achieve during that event. And thirdly, Raila Odinga failed this country, Kenya. First of all, several chaos happened, several people were injured, including a certain guy here in Kibera who was shot. Another guy in Kisumu was also shot, and there was one issue of death issue, including that guy from Maseno University, that student who was shot dead by the police. And according to the police, according to their statement that they issued, because I don't support the killing of people, they said that they had run out with their instruments, their tear gas, and they were endangered because we saw what happened. Majority of police officers were threatened, they were stoned by angry youths, and they had to run for their lives because it was not secure for them. A total of 233 Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters were arrested during that event. Eight police were injured. The police motor vehicles were destroyed. So that is how really happened. So I don't really support Raila Odinga's mass action that is set to conduct. Basically, I think that there are some ways that Raila Odinga can use to achieve his political objectives so that his demands can be sorted out without causing chaos across the country. In my considered opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is that Raila Odinga should just carry out his opposition leadership carefully without causing chaos across the country. So in this video today, ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to talk about Raila Odinga's United Nations and foreign countries' sanctions. But before we go into our critical analysis for today, just in case you are here for the first time, kindly support me by subscribing, and also don't forget to press the notification bell so that YouTube can automatically update you through the notifications immediately I post a video here. Otherwise, to my returning subscribers, I really want to appreciate you so much, because without your support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. So thank you so much, and I don't take your support for granted. So previously, for those who have been following politics, or recently, President William Ruto and several Azimio, several Kenya Kwanza Alliance allies or leaders had written to the United Nations seeking for Raila Odinga's foreign sanctions for causing chaos here in Kenya and causing disruptions here in Kenya. But already, ladies and gentlemen, the United Nations, including the International Criminal Court or the ICC, have responded with immediate effect because they never delay, and they have sent or they have deployed their officials here in Kenya. And the reason as to why they have deployed their officials here in Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, these officials, including the East African community, will now monitor Raila Odinga's each and every political move that is set to take place, including because according to Raila Odinga's political mission, he wants to conduct chaos. He wants to lead this country into chaos and violence. That is why, if you have been following Raila Odinga's statement and the Azimio la Umoja Alliance statements, they have been making very, very serious comments, very, very serious statements that will lead this country into chaos. They are talking about continued mass action, which is actually a threat here in Kenya. It's also a threat to the businesses. It's also a threat to the entire country at large, to the economy of the Republic of Kenya. Mass action is not a good thing. Boycotting of several products here in Kenya is not a good thing. And I think Raila Odinga should consider that also. But simply because he likes chaos, simply because Raila Odinga is somebody who wants to use intimidation and threats to achieve his political objective, he cannot do that as well. Secondly, they have made it very clear that they don't recognize William Ruto as the official president of the Republic of Kenya. They are calling the Kenya Kwanza Alliance as the illegitimate government and several issues. Also, Raila Odinga made it very clear that he's going to lead a mass action to State House. They are going to march to State House, which is very, very risky, and several people can be injured. We can record casualties there during that event, which is not a good thing here in the country. So Raila Odinga's basic political mission that he wants to achieve, he wants to lead this country into a total mess. So the ICC officials, the United Nations officials, and the East African community have ganged up so that they can monitor each and every political step that Raila Odinga is going to make. They are going to advise him. They are going to charge him just in case he is found guilty of these issues, the disruptions and businesses that are closed across the country. Secondly, these foreign leaders who have been deployed, they are here to protect the foreign investors and the diplomats. The people who are really affected, or the businesses which are really affected, are for the people who are foreigners in this country. They had to close their businesses because if you open, road youths can break into your business and they can cause theft. Also, I'm told that the foreign or the diplomats have been ejected from areas which are not safe for them, like Kisumu, like areas in Mathare, and also in areas like Kibera, which are not safe for them. And also, thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, as I wind up, and finally, there is a possibility that these foreign leaders who have been deployed, they are here because of a possibility of mediation between Raila Odinga and President William Ruto. If you have been following politics, ladies and gentlemen, and current issues or current affairs, you can agree with me that there are several forces which are on the move to ensure that President William Ruto and Raila Odinga are united because or for the sake of this country. And if they are told be united, I don't agree if Raila Odinga will be invited into President William Ruto's government, simply because we lack opposition, which I want a strong opposition. Also, Raila Odinga will start chest thumping that have defeated President William Ruto and several issues. So that was my analysis for today. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, that was my opinion. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Json. Bye bye. It's really raining outside here in Nairobi. Thank you so much.